Howdy everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing something totally, some would say backwards, but I'm pretty much outdoors as you can see, like I try to be. But this video is going to be about accommodations I've received last night at an indoor Red Roof Inn. And that would be, excuse me, I always do that in every video. You get it raw and real here. People burp, don't bust on me. But anyway, the Red Roof Inn in Milton, Florida. I've stayed numerous times at the Red Roof Inn in Pensacola, and I'll be forever grateful to them for allowing me to survive the winter storm of a lifetime in Florida. It was over 100 years since they had that type of disastrous event. I apologize for the road noise. It's just where I'm set up and how I'm set up. But I will tell you, I went to the Red Roof Inn, Milton, Florida, being somewhat skeptical because old people don't like change. So with that being said, I kind of scouted out the surroundings, and the one thing I wasn't super fond of initially was the lack of good food resources around me as far as restaurants. The Red Roof Inn in Pensacola has there's like a Waffle House, there's a Hardee's, there's what's the buffet place, Cracker Barrel. Really love me some Cracker Barrel. So I really liked all those options, and then there was other things, but now I'm going to get on to the positives about the we got a watercraft coming by. That's why I do this stuff for you guys, just so you can catch little bits of scenery. Hopefully it brightens up your day, and I love coming down here. It's my tranquility zone, like I've told you guys before. But anyway, so literally almost attached to the Red Roof Inn is a Waffle House. I kid you not. I was in room 110, and I'd say not even 30 yards away was the Waffle House. So if you like that type of food and cuisine, that's there right next door. That's easy food, quick and convenient. I'm sure that helps both parties. I'm not going to say I don't like Waffle House. The one thing that turns me off about Waffle House is the fact that when you go to do takeout, they charge you like 20% extra. 10% goes to the cook, and 10% goes to the wait staff or whatever. It's like, to me, it's double dipping. You're getting a little crazy there, in my opinion. So anyway, I drove around a little bit, and literally like right up the street there was a Dollar General. So you hear the rippling waves from the wake from that boat that just went by. That's always comforting, soothing. But so I went cheap and basic last night. I got some cheddar, beef and cheddar hot dog type things, and microwave 3 out of 6 in the microwave, and had a good time. I had rolls, and I bought some other stuff. I had like a microwave, one of those microwave bowl meals, but it ended up not being too bad. There was some type of restaurant up the road. I think it had fire in the name. I forget what it's called, but it looked kind of like a log cabin. I was trying to conserve my money, but I really had the desire to go up there and see what they had to offer. And it was definitely within walking distance. I don't know, maybe like a quarter mile away. But I'm going to talk to you about the interior of the Red Roof Inn in Milton, Florida. First of all, the really nice, easily accessible entranceway. Nice wait staff there at the check-in, check-out counter. I literally was the first room on the right on the first floor, so that was a lot easier for me. I tend to lug a lot of stuff around. Here comes another water vessel. So You get a 2-for-1 special today, 2 boats, 1 chat. Could end up being a 3-for before it's all over. But so yeah, I ended up being in room 110, first floor. So it was easier to come in and out with all my belongings that I needed to set up with, and I just really enjoyed it. It was, I would say, like a much more modernized Red Roof Inn than the other one. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, it was definitely a much more, like, I would say, modernized Red Roof Inn. And I noticed something because I pre-scouted that location around 10:30ish or so, and they actually did do something much better than the Red Roof Inn in Pensacola, Florida. And I'm going to tell you what it is. They actually have dispensers for juice, multiple coffee dispensers. They actually put out a continental breakfast, which the Red Roof Inn in Pensacola does not do. The only thing they offer you is a little bit of coffee with that powdered creamer and stuff like that. So it was really cool to see that the Milton Red Roof Inn had like bagels and like little mini muffins and stuff like that. Hear the wake. I feel like I'm at the beach, but probably looking like a beach whale right now. But yeah, so it was really cool. The room was clean. The bed was super comfortable. It was king size. Initially, they were trying to put me on the upper floor. I did hear I won't say it's a complaint from me, but a customer that was leaving did state that on the second floor he couldn't get the free Wi-Fi, and that it was he had some other minor complaint. So that's why I asked to be on the first floor. They didn't have any available with the queen size beds. Hold on, let me do one thing here. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. But so anyway, so yeah, so they had like bagels, kind of like honey buns, some little mini muffins. They had little packs of like cream cheese if you're going to put that on your bagel. I don't think they had any way to toast the bagels. I'm not complaining. I didn't even get a bagel. I just got a mini muffin and a little honey bun type thing. But they had like little jams and jellies there, and they probably had a couple other things I missed. But it was definitely way better than the Red Roof Inn in Pensacola. And I was very encouraged because I try to be very loyal to people that take care of me. And just the fact that this Red Roof Inn in Milton was so local and convenient for me, I felt it was really cool. I actually did shoot a little video. I may release like in the wee hours of the night the video, like a poor representation of my filming, but just show you the inside a little bit. It already, I didn't do it initially when I went through there, but it's just kind of showing you, the lived-in look and what I feel the differences were. So then this morning I go to take out my trash because I don't leave it for other people. That to me is not cool. And Elena was the lady who was cleaning the rooms. I did leave her a $5 tip. Seemed really nice, Hispanic lady, working hard, doing her job. So I appreciate Elena. You've been mentioned, Elena, and very nice. Número 110 says gracias. Remember that. So anyway, when I was taking out the trash, I noticed that they do have a pool outside, and it was totally enclosed, screened in like a lanai. And I was like, wow, that's really cool because you don't see a lot of that. The bugs can get pretty brutal in Florida, especially when you're backed up to like a wooded area like they are. So I thought that was really cool. I am not sure. I thought I may have heard there may be an additional fee to use the pool. I'm not positive. Or maybe like they got extra towels from the facility, something. I thought I heard something about an additional fee. So don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times in my life. But would I go back to the Red Roof Inn in Milton, Florida? Hell yeah. I may even go back this weekend. It's supposed to rain Saturday and Sunday. So hopefully I can do things a little bit better. I have some thoughts. Um, I was never told you can't cook in the room. I mean, they do have microwaves, but literally right above the bed was like a sprinkler head. Could I bring a crock pot in there? Perhaps. I don't know. Uh, may I test the waters? I might do that. I don't know. But I will tell you, I paid $2 more to stay at the Red Roof Inn in Milton, Florida, and I felt like it was much better. Definitely much better. Just it was more modernized, cleaner, sleek, and just good people. So I overcame my fears, went outside my comfort zone, actually stayed local because with my van, I always get paranoid when I go far away. But I'm going to rate the Red Roof Inn, Milton, Florida, as 4 out of 5 stars. That's my review, and you get to see what I show you. And keep in mind, I know I wasn't staying at the Taj Mahal or anything like that. I'm keeping it real with what I paid, the amount I paid. So for $86, I'm very happy. There was a Circle K across the street, literally like the other side, like on a diagonal. There was a Raceway gas station. There's that restaurant, I can't remember the name of it, looks like a log cabin, and there's a Dollar General. So yeah, I like the Red Roof Inn in Milton, Florida, and I would go back, and I probably will go back. That's my review. Riverside for the Red Roof Inn, Milton, Florida. How many times can I say that? And here I am, Riverside, Milton, Florida. So Milton, Florida, good place to be. Milton, Florida. Remember that. It's in Florida. It's called Milton.